Greetings everyone, I am Master Tatiana. Welcome back to this channel. I am your intuitive numerologist. What that means is that I tend to receive message through the frequency, the vibration, and it comes to me in the archetype of numbers. So this is how I do readings, and this is how I assist you all in your journey. But most importantly, this is how I have been utilizing the tools in my own personal journey. So today we are continuing the series of mastering these LifePath vibrations, and we have graduated to the master number, guys. So I was going to put these videos out much earlier, but the moment I was working on putting the videos out, everything was crumbling down as if it wasn't time. So what I did is everything that I had already set out in the garbage. Because usually what that means is that the message that I'm going to deliver is actually going to allow myself to be channeled right now to deliver to you 11s. All right, so we're going to start off with the misconceptions. So let's not take it personal with the misconceptions, because the misconception that I'm going to share is going to be a little bit puzzling for some people when it comes to the 11s. And the reason for this is because 11s do identify with this phenomenon, these ideas that people already have on them. But they are still misconceptions, especially for those they are carrying the master number 11 and have not yet identified or accepted their gifts as of yet. Okay? So the first misconception, they are angry people. The second misconception, they can see the future. The third misconception, can read your mind. The fourth misconception, they want to solve all your problems. Woo. So I'm going to start off with this phrase. When it comes to the 11, this is what I think of. This is what's coming to me right now. Don't shoot the messenger. What does that mean? What does that mean? Ooh, yes, 11s. Ooh, the messenger. It's a very powerful gift. It is your most powerful tool that you have. See, the misconception of you can see the future, you can read people's mind, is really coming from your ability to receive messages. It's coming from that ability of receiving messages and how you're delivering these messages. Sometimes you may not like how these messages are coming to you, these premonitions, and you tend to reject them. Yes. And you don't even know that you're doing it. You actually start to feel like you're going crazy. Like things don't make no sense. Maybe you're getting validation that you're crazy if you are surrounded with others that don't understand your power, right? They don't predict or see things. They are not dreamers, right? So they may validate the fact that you don't feel that you have these abilities, but you're not going crazy. I want you to know that with support of grounding your energy, you can trust that what is coming to you is actually a gift. Okay? Most 11s feel like they need to go ahead and deliver this message. So it is important on how you choose to deliver this message. So some people will say, just deliver it, no matter what, doesn't matter, just deliver it. And this is when I would tell you, pause, wait, hold on. We're going to help you on how to actually deliver these messages that you will feel very grounded, you'll be open to receiving, and you have less rejection, okay, in your journey. Okay, so I want to share a little bit of why we feel the energy of depression and high anxiety when it comes to these vibrations. Guilt. Yes, guilt, guys. So guilt takes us to the past, takes us to what could I have done better? Oh, wow, I saw that. I knew that that was going to happen. I felt it in my body. How the message is delivered to you is very unique, right? Your creator is going to connect with you according to certain vibrations that you have very strongly in your chart, okay? So this is why it's really good to find out your core vibrations and to understand how these vibrations are playing. What role are you in that these vibrations are showing up in your current life? So when we don't deliver these messages at the time that we should, or we feel like we should, and then things tend to happen, we tend to feel like, I wasn't fast enough. I had to go, right? So we feel like we need to physically connect with that person. We have to rush to that person and physically talk to them and tell them, yeah. Your gift gives you the ability to connect with them almost instantly. And that is through you developing this brain. That's why if this brain is always foggy and always with worries and doubts and you're holding guilt, you are not going to allow yourself to be able to deliver in the speed of light. And remember, you guys are the light. That's why you receive the energy, okay? So learning how to deliver telepathically is very important. Yes, like almost in that moment, see the message, whether you know who it's going through or not, you can ascern, right? Not ascern, sorry. You can at that moment have it shoot to the direction that it needs to be. But that takes a practice. That takes some practice. Which when you meet with an individual like myself, that do this as a profession, they will teach you how to do that. Ooh, very powerful, right? And in that way, that person receives it, and it's not you to judge on how they receive it. You don't have to worry on how they receive it. Just make sure that you set your intention and believe that it was delivered. That is the icing of it. That's the main ingredient. You have to know, have a knowing within you. It was delivered. It was delivered, right? This individual may get it through a dream, okay? May get it through someone unexpected coming to visit them. Who knows? It's not your responsibility to find out how they deliver it, how they received it. But as long as you know that they got it, okay? So when we stay in depression sums up to a vibrational 52. So the 5 there in depression brings up regret, okay? The 5 in depression brings up regret, okay? So when you're feeling depressed, you have a lot of regret, okay? And the 2, okay, the 2 there sums up, brings up the emotion. It heightens the emotion of guilt, regret, and guilt. Same thing, right? So it amplifies very, very big, okay? So we go into this warfare, spiritual warfare, because 5 plus 2 is 7. Yes, an internal war within ourselves, and it is like war. I don't even know. It's like World War 3000 inside of us, okay? And the LifePath 11s tend to feel it the strongest. When an 11 is feeling anxious, right? Anxiety sums up to the vibration 35. Okay. And in this, the 30, right, the 3 with the 35 brings up shame. Brings up shame. Okay. So remember, anxiety is living too far out in the future. So you are feeling like you're supposed to be getting a message, but you haven't gotten it yet. Like, oh, come on, why it's not here? Why it's not here? You're not even enjoying the moment, right? And so 5 for LifePath 11, here it plays out in denial. Okay? Shame and denial. Whew. Right? And so when we sum up the calculation of this vibration, feeling very anxious, it comes up to the vibrational 8. Okay? So this has a lot to do with you wanting to control the situation. Yeah. You now want to control the situation. So the anxiety is coming from that. Okay? So, whew, this is getting so deep and so rich. I hope you guys feel it. Right? So ultimately, Master 11s, the reason why it's so hard, this is the hardest. Master numbers are the hardest to actually accomplish because of this scale that we are carrying. And like, oh, we go here, oh, we go here. We have a hard time getting to the center, right? So, helping you to manage these emotions is practicing more being in the present, right? Then we don't feel overwhelmed with the message that we're receiving. Then we feel more, things are coming more timely. So I'm going to share. When I was younger, many people knew that I had a special gift. I used to be able to receive and give readings to people through colors. I would draw. I will do these readings for them. I even did it for my teacher, okay? I was very young. She should have known better. But she did it. So I remember I was on the board and I was drawing, and I drew her and I drew 2 babies, right? I told her she was going to have twin, boy and girl. Then I drew her crying, and I drew her husband like leaving. And she asked me, why is he leaving? And then I told her, oh, he's leaving. He has to go. And I didn't understand what I was saying, but I just said he has to go. So a few months later, she was so excited. She was pregnant. Of course, she's not going to come and tell me, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant with twins. I was super young. I was like in the 3rd grade. So I saw her pregnant, learned that it was twins. A few months later, her husband died of a stroke, unexpectedly. And I was so full of guilt. Although I didn't understand what happened, I knew that I shared something and I didn't want to hurt her feelings. So she never spoke to me after that. So you could just imagine how I closed that part of me for a while. I used it, but in other ways, you know, with my caretakers needed some information. I used to assist them with that. It took me time to remember that I used to give information even to my caretakers. But hey, I did that, okay? And then there was a time when a little girl was dying, and I also received premonition that she was going to actually live. It was very hard for me to like see her in so much pain, that I even prayed for her to go quickly if it was her time. But then from that prayer, something came to me that she was going to live, and she did. So I was like, yay. So I'm sharing all of this because 11s tend to receive a lot of these messages, and sometimes we feel like we need to physically meet with people. So I'm here to tell you that there is a way of communicating energetically, and it's known to be therapeutically, right? Where you are connecting with them and bringing them to your mind's eye, right? When I say your mind's eye, I'm talking about here, your chest, and from here, things, you opening your heart, okay? So your heart is bringing those images in, and then the information is being translated up. So that's another process, okay? So guys, how do we master these vibrations? Okay, so I will not sit here and tell you they will not be challenging, because they will be, okay? But I'm here to tell you that there is a way that you can master it, that you don't have to go feeling like, oh my God, I need to be medicated, because if you do not embrace these things, different conditions will arise. Medication for a foggy mind, hard time sleeping, you probably suffer from constipation, a lot of tension in your gut, lower back, right? Lower back is that refusing to accept, okay? Weakness of your legs, oh, the list goes on and on. When we have a hard time embracing our gifts. So ever since I started to embrace my gift, guys, my body condition, overall condition has been like day and night, okay? So I shared already how I almost had 3 strokes in my very young years. Young years, all right? So I'm not exempt. So I need to accept my gift, but I had to learn how to accept it in a way that I also felt I can execute, I can actually deliver, right? So what I will say for my 11s, 11 have this vibration of mega, alpha and omega, okay? So 11s tend to collapse into the 2 when they don't really understand how to even utilize their power. So you guys are inspiration, and the inspiration vibration is the ones that are able to harness their energy and then move forward with it, okay? So that 2 vibration tend to have a lot of the feminine energy. So balancing your energy with that alpha is very important, right? Whether you want to call it masculine energy, you can call it whatever you like, but you need to develop that masculine energy, that alpha energy, right? How do you master that? Starting off your day early. I know. Yes, guys, 11 is so crucial for you to start your day early. Early. When I say early, before the sun rise, you should beat the sun. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay? So starting your day early. And as you start your day early, do not jump out of your bed. Open your eyes, breathe in, exhale out. Sit up from your bed and just stay there for a few moments. Feel in your body. Take a moment, just feel your body. And then slowly trace your walk to the restroom if you have to use the restroom, right? Then trace your walk to maybe the living room or some place where you can actually relax and sit down, okay? Let your body just relax for a little bit. And then I will recommend that you stand up. Try it, guys, before you knock it. That you stand up and that you run in place. Run in place. Run in place. And then try to run in place as fast as you can for just 1 minute. Wow, just 1 minute. Yes, Master Tatiana is not going to give you anything out of this world yet. right? So you run in place as fast as you can, fast as you can. And then you slowly stop and you place your hand on your heart. And you take some breath, inhale and exhale. And then you slowly have a seat. Anchor your feet to the earth. If you're sitting on a chair, if you're sitting on a lotus, just feel your bottom on the earth. Feel your bottom on the earth. And just stay there in the feeling of the pulsation of your heart and your lungs. Yeah. And now you're going to focus on your exhalation. Okay? Then you're going to place your hands on your lap. That's it. And just continue to focus on your exhalation. And whatever comes to your mind, let it come to your mind. Whatever emotion comes up, let it come. What's actually happening is that things are being released out of you. Yeah. Right? And then after that, allow yourself to see the start of the day. Yeah. So try that out first for a week. I'm being very gentle, okay? Start that off for a week. Give yourself that regimen for a week and kind of see how you feel more connected, more stronger, right? So remember that building this relationship with yourself is the first thing you want to do in order for you to build more trust with mastering this life path 11. You have to build a better relationship with yourself. Yes. And you also have to respect. Respect means embracing. Respect means bringing it on, acceptance, right? That is the ultimate tool and rule I will give you 11s to mastering this life path journey you're in. So with that being said, I know this video is going to be a bit long, but I hope that I deliver some principles. If you're interested in getting some private sessions, you can email me, and I will send you the information on how to get that started. We could do it virtually. If you are appreciating these videos, please thumb up the videos, okay? Even exchange is the principle of the universe. Every like that you give, or every dislike that you give is a repercussion. That's something that you're going to also get in return. So if you believe and know that this is a true principle that I'm delivering, thumbs up this video. And I look forward to creating more content for you all. Ayo!